All right, we just begin now by breathing deeply. Putting your feet on the floor if you can, just for this thing. Uncross your legs for this moment if you can. And we just allow ourselves to breathe in, not focusing so much on the breath in right now, but really focusing on the exhale. Now we know that when we exhale, we release from the body energy that is no longer needed, waste products. We don't think about it when we exhale, but the exhalation brings out carbon dioxide. It brings out a chemical that the body has to rid of. And this is how magnificent our bodies are. It brings out a toxin. Carbon dioxide is necessary, but it brings it out. So we want to think for a moment that as we inhale, we are indeed then exhaling the carbon dioxide out of the body. We're exhaling waste products. We're exhaling energy that does not have vitality. And when we think that, when we say that, again, we know it's not just oxygen that is bringing the carbon dioxide. It's not just oxygen and air that doesn't have vitality. We know our bodies become devitalized. They become devitalized for many, many reasons. But one of the reasons we're going to work with today is the thought forms that we have crystallized in our bodies. And that seems funny. The thought form, which seems to be a mental thing that has crystallized in our bodies. And the truth is, our bodies are a crystallization of thought. Our bodies are indeed a crystallization of divine thought. However, because we have individuality, because we have free choice, we can take that energy of divine thought and create what we want. Now, we feel when we created that, boy, I wouldn't have created this mess. This was absolute shit. Why would I create losing a child? Why would I create my husband leaving me? Why would I create this terrible life? Now, when we judge it, it's easy to want to distance ourselves from our creation. But as we breathe more vitality into the body, not only the vitality of the oxygen, but the vitality of the soul act as if the only time into the body, we are bringing in a frequency of understanding. This is what soul level work is. We are breathing in a frequency of understanding. Now, as this frequency comes in, now on your breath, as you breathe oxygen, which brings life to the body, oxygen, which brings light to the body, oxygen that with consciousness connected to the breath, you have deep, conscious, connected breathing. So now we're breathing in this life force, this oxygen, and we're still exhaling old, devitalized energy. But now we're focusing on the breathing in oxygen, carrying prana, electrical energy, life force. We're breathing in universal life force. We're breathing in Christ consciousness. We're breathing in cosmic awareness. We're breathing in frequencies that are not limited to our creations. And now you understand, well, how is a frequency that I create, a thought I create, limited? Look at your body. It appears to be a separate entity from all that is. It appears to be a separation. Look at your toe. Look at your finger. Look at your eyes. There are many, many opportunities in our lives to feel we are separate from all that is. But indeed, we are made of all that is. We are made of energy. So as you breathe in now, you breathe in the total awareness that all you are doing is allowing your body to relax its hold on your consciousness. You are giving your consciousness permission to become the field that you are playing with. Not just the body, but your consciousness at a soul level becoming the master of your earthly life. So you breathe that in with absolute desire in your heart, like a child who wants to understand why everything is happening and what is happening. You breathe in that wonder of a child, not the judgment of an ego, the wonder of a child to know more. And you exhale the devitalized energy. And along with that devitalized energy are old thoughts, old experiences. And so now as we breathe in this deeply connected conscious breath with the wonder of a child wanting to know more, now as we exhale, we focus on these stories that we have carried inside our thoughts, stories of definition, stories of tragedy, stories of horror, all these little things that have come in that we have cemented and crystallized in our ideas of who we feel and think we are. And we let those come out with the breath, giving permission to that solar consciousness to be the master of our thoughts, our feelings, our forms, and saying, I open my physical body. I ask for the alignment to the solar consciousness from which I was created. I am willing to let go the old weaving of thoughts that no longer serves me, so I can be vitalized in the purity of higher consciousness. So now we breathe in this beautiful white light. We see it coming in not only with the breath, but moving through the veins to every organ of the body. And then we see the white light coming out through the mouth and the nose. But now it looks just like you probably saw many times in the flood. What used to be the clean water is washing out now with lots of yuck in it. But we don't judge the yuck because we're not looking at it from the ego. We're not looking at it from the parameter of, oh, it can't be seen. We don't even care what's being washed out. Your commitment now is to the wonder of the higher frequency that your soul is. And so this breath in is moving through the body, decrystallizing all the old stories and forms and attachments and even the karma that might have created them coming in at a causal body level. This white conscious light is coming in now and cutting away the attachments to the old crystallized, devitalized energy that is solidified in your form, so you can become a more open channel of pure light consciousness. As you do this, you can feel how the body, the mind, the feelings, they like to be in charge, but for today, you know you are safe and you allow them to just rest. For a moment, you just allow yourself to feel the consciousness, this ever-present field of energy. Even your solar consciousness has the perception of individuation. But the solar consciousness is connected to the Christ consciousness now, connected to the planetary consciousness now, connected to the galactic consciousness now, connected to the universal consciousness now, connected to the beautiful cosmic consciousness. And you can feel your consciousness going up and wider and wider and wider, and you can feel there is no limit to it. And you park the body and you park your feelings, and for a moment we just are in this infinite field of cosmic consciousness. We feel the peace of that field. And as you become aware of your breath, you breathe consciously that peace inside the form, inside the thoughts, inside the configurations of the story of your life. As you say, I open my mental body. I recalibrate the higher mind to the peace of love, the peace of acceptance, the peace of alignment. And you breathe that into the body now, and it's like you're telling the cells there's a new fertilizer coming in. There is a level of peace, a frequency of peace. And the cells receive it, the liver receives it, the guts receive it, the heart receives it, the brain receives it, the thymus receives it, the veins receive it. And you just feel this beautiful frequency of peace gently vibrating the structure of the body, the structure of the lower thoughts. And the whole while you feel that happening to the lower vessels, you are still the consciousness of the expanded state. And be that child that wonders, that is thrilled to feel the unlimited nature of divinity. Be with the galaxies that look like they're all individual, throwing out stars in all directions. Be with the black holes that look like they're absorbing all creation, but each of them is just a speck in the enormous, infinite space. Allow yourself to know you are that consciousness. You might be solidified in an apparent idea of separation, but breathing in the consciousness of this state of peace heals your body, heals those causal stories. The playing field is larger. The playing field is infinite. It is not limited to the lifespan of this form. And as you recognize that, you realize the soul has the memories of your other lives. The soul has the memories of your purpose for incarnation. And you willingly let that alignment happen for you. Again, focusing on the beautiful light coming in, and on the exhale, all the old forms that no longer serve being released. All the tattered energy that you hold on in the name of being you, the stories that you hold on in the name of being you. You willingly let the soul move through you now and change the attachments in every crevice and corner and cell and neutron and electron of your body. You begin to feel the electrons of your body recalibrating to this higher consciousness. As you do this, you allow yourself to say, I open my emotional body. I allow the old feelings that come with being human in a dualistic state to be released. The feelings of harm, the feelings of unlovability, the feelings of denial, betrayal, all these human stories that I signed up for when I chose to come into the denser realities. But I now calibrate the emotional body to the expanded field of creation that allows me to reset anew. And as this conscious breath comes in and as this soul alignment comes, I willingly let go the pockets of pain, the pockets of harm, the pockets of torture, the pockets of confusion. I clear my emotional nature so that I can carry the frequencies of love, joy, and the frequencies of the soul. Begin to feel that beautiful circulation coming into the body through the breath, washing through every cell, coming into the lower mind, washing through every thought woven together to make you, you, and to keep you, you. Into the emotional body, to every crevice, every underground spring, every unconscious impacted energy. You just let this beautiful energy come through, this peace of infinite consciousness. And then with this, you begin to realize that you are a being of light, that you have an etheric body, a light body, and that it's always here with you. And you begin to expand the consciousness to feel that light body that you are. And it's like it feels like you're breathing the infinite energy through the soul into the body and out to the light body. But you're only doing that so you can dissolve the separation and the definition of the physical form is all that is you. You begin to realize you have to let go of the definition of this body being all that you are so that you can perceive the subtlety, the amazing beauty and subtlety of your light body, the amazing beauty of that still, small but very rich voice of your soul, the subtlety of waves of light and love coming that can't even be seen with the eye. The only thing that can be seen is the effect they have on lower dimensional energy. And you breathe in the peace of the higher plans for this planet and for your life. As you say, I open my etheric body. I recognize the true understanding of my beingness as an incarnated spiritual energy, agreeing to take on a physical form. And I release the definition of the physicality being the only sense of who I am. And I return to the great awareness that I am all that is. We're going to do a harmonic now. Breathing deeply now, long and deep breaths. See that beautiful white light coming in and see it going down your central channel, that which is the spine. See it being like a sword. It is not a sword that's just dangling in space. You see it going into the earth. You see the point of the sword going into the earth, and it doesn't go into the earth to cut its trees down or to do anything to harm. It goes into the earth, and you see it balancing and leveling into the earth, and you see that beautiful white sword coming through your central channel down through the spine, and you see it coming all the way up to the top of the head. And at the head, you allow you to see what would be the handle of a sword. You see at your crown chakra on either side, left and right, the handles of the sword. Breathing deeply, breathing deeply. You allow yourself now then to feel the soul that you are, putting that sword through you, balancing you, using the earth to help stabilize that higher dimensional energy so that the flow of consciousness can come to this earth plane. The flow of consciousness can come through you, through your life, through your stories, through your future. And simultaneously, remember, your soul is connected to the planetary soul, is connected to the solar logos, is connected to the galactic, is connected to the Christ, is connected to the cosmic, is connected to the universal. And allow yourself to feel for a moment that energy flooding through you now to earth like an electric field. You do not have to handle the sword. You have to allow the sword to operate through you. The sword of consciousness that will stabilize you now in the higher understanding of the purpose of your life, the purpose of your incarnation, the purpose of your service. And yes, as it stabilizes in the earth dimension now, you will understand through that stabilization of that solar consciousness will come through to you the wisdom you have gained over many, many lives, and you will not be so at the effect of the day-to-day stories of the monotonous outworking of crap that shows itself up on this planet as all that is. It is not all that is. It is an outworking of energy that demonstrates in minute, individualized, apparent, solid forms, but we assure you it's all energy. So as you stabilize in this amazing, beautiful light, be that light. Allow yourself then to think of how your mind holds all the stories as individual, tiny little stories. How your heart holds all those hurts as individual little hurts. How your news holds all those stories of horror as individual little overwhelming definitions of life, but see them all for what they are. You are living in a polarized world. There is light and there is dark. You have the choice to be the light. You have the choice not just to think you are positive, not just to think you are right, not just to think that you know the truth, but you have the choice to let the higher fields of consciousness operate through your individual lives, not just your mind, not just your feelings, not just your body, but through the vessel that has been built over many lives, so you are not tricked into living in the time of chaos, so that you know beyond a shadow of a doubt, I am present. The presence I am is not grounded only in the earth plane. I am grounded in the dimension of creative light energy, and I allow my life to be used for the purpose of creative light energy, which, you know, if you remember the meditation, is ultimate peace. Ultimate peace and acceptance. As you learn to stabilize your thoughts, your feelings, your mind, even your light body in this stabilized peace, the vibratory frequency that you will bring through will allow you to begin to catch how your energy runs in all directions towards the dark, trying to save the dark. To save the dark, all you have to do is be the light. There is no saving. There's stabilization. There is no saving. There is being the steady flow of consciousness that is aware that all that is operating on this planet, not just what's being created by mental bodies of human beings. All that is here.